there's a lot of matches. One thing Michael did awesome. He brought every awesome 200-pounder right-handed and brought them all under one roof. So you got Brent Rakers pulling Daniel Mosier. You got Robert Russell pulling Tim Talmadge. You got Craig.
I want to go one at a time. One at a time.
Well, I'm
you
saying
said, you started off with Brent Rockers, Dan Mosier.
Right, you go there.
I'm going. There's no reason for anybody to believe right now that it's not a 75% Dan Mosier show. The only thing that kind of sticks in the way was Dan Mosier really hurt when him and Craig canceled their match? How significant was that injury? Does it still exist? Could it, could it affect things? But besides that, Dan Mosier's the dude, right?
Yeah, stylistically, for what happened between them in the past, like, surprisingly, Dan is the guy. It's like, I mean, he got the style and the power, but for me personally, with the way Brent is built and the way he arm wrestles, it feels like he has the tools, but the way his style works out.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think that Brent knows how fearful he needs to be in order to get to a place where he can't lose. But if you think that you're going to beat him traditionally, listen, Dan Mosier is very awkward, right? It's very awkward because he's not. That's not a traditional lane. It's a very interesting thing.
It's a style.
And it's awkward even to him if there's any problems in it. So in other words, he goes from killing everybody to getting in the tiniest bit of adversity that ends in him losing immediately.
For sure. Yeah.
So,
correct.
So that's, in itself, it's awkward, which makes it tough to defend. But the truth is there are some openings there. But I just think that Brent Rockers thinks that he's going to stop him traditionally and not run, get disconnected as much as you can, but set up a wall so that when he runs into it, it's easy to beat him afterwards.
Right, I agree with you. So yeah.
Next match,
we have Tim Talmadge and Robert Russell.
Oh yeah, Robbie Russell's about to kill Tim Talmadge, man. What is Tim doing on that card? Tim is a washed up referee. Why is he always in the mix like this?
Hey, Tim is trying to get back. Tim is trying to get back in the mix at top 10, baby.
And Tim, you are a content provider, promoter. Do not ever arm wrestle again.
All right, that's a fair assumption. Then we have Craig Tullier and Eduardo Tiete.
Yeah, you know what, man?
There's a lot of good 200 pounds matches. I'm telling you.
It's going to be interesting because, listen, here's the deal. The Brazilian never starts fair.
You don't think so?
This man is turned in there like an old 1993 Johnny Brezink. And look, he's chilling in there like this, talking about what? I'm perfectly straight. Like, yo, bro, get that. Why am I looking at the palm of your hand right now in my hand? Straighten your wrist. I felt when I refereed Edward against Paul Talbot and those guys, that it was everything I could do to get that man here instead of here. If he's here, him and Craig are going to go at it.
It's a lot of biceps, yeah. And they are, well, here's the thing. Him and Craig arm wrestle identical. It's one single swoop motion.
Yeah, I got a feeling that what you're going to see is how much Craig is allowed to climb. How big is Craig's elbow foul right at the beginning, right? How turned in is Edward? And dude, this is a 50-50. This is 50-50 match. And I got a feeling that you're going to see a lot of Craig Tullier after round one. Look at the referee, put his hand in front of him, and start going like this.
Oh man,
That's what my man does.
That's a good
As soon as there's some adversity in the setup, and he starts looking at the rep.
Come on, man. The fingers. Oh, I've seen it.
Craig is, and you know what, too, man? I think Craig thinks that he's strong enough to go through that thing, but I don't know, man. Edwards' hook is sticky.
It is. It's sticky by the bottom. It's a lot of biceps. You know what? But I practiced with Craig once before his match at Last versus West. He is going for the plans. Like he understands that he needs to go sometimes, right, and separate and go for different routes. So I feel like he will change his strategy. He will change his route. But I think with his build and all that, he does require that elbow fall. And man, Eduardo is sticky. So yeah, it's kind of going to be tough to try to.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, Craig's going to be real pissed at the ref.
Yo,
and also too, Eduardo is going to swear the ref is cheating him if the ref straightens him up.
Right? Yeah,
but there ain't no doubt about it, because he already said that I cheated him, and I'm like, my man. I get it. Like, you're used to that, just that little bit of flexion in your fifth. I get it, but you don't get that shit around me.
Look, yo, David, I agree. David Shubish here saying, what Russian motherfucker did Travis steal the tracksuit from? As soon as I saw you pulling up, I'm like, man, I need to go change. I feel like I might need to run. I might need to ask.
Okay, and it's not even cold here.
Oh, you guess pimping? You guess.
I just left early this morning. I had my sweatshirt on, and I need to take it off now because it's getting hot.
You guess rocking it because you want to rock it. I get it. So Craig Tully and Eduardo, who's
I wanted to make you feel comfortable.
I appreciate it. Who's winning, Eduardo and Craig?
That's 50-50. I'm going with the home cooking of Michael Todd and Louisiana in the house. And I think that they are definitely going to screw Eduardo, and it won't take much, because if you start him straight, he's going to be complaining. And if you start him with any sort of a wrist curl, I don't think Craig can beat him, unless the only reason the way Craig will beat him in the hook is if Craig hits the 10 o'clock and then Craig's got a Hail Mary right after that 10 o'clock hit, and he does it again. And I'm like, who is this guy?
Man.
So, but I don't know. I don't think Craig wants to pull in a dead hook with that guy.
All right. It's fair enough. So the next match on that same card, it's Pablo and myself.
Oh man, that's a problem.
Problem for who?
Pablo is going to beat your ass.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's too big, man. He's too big, and you'll start off okay, but before long, here you'll be before the match starts, and the best that'll happen is, but he's too big. He's too big all up in here. If you were smart and you took that position right here and you said, oh, I'm a dumb fuck. Travis told me a million times, when my face and hand are even, there is no explosion. I should stand up as far as I can here and keep this. Don't let this go like this. Keep it just like it is when you're back here, but stand up around it and false start your ass off.
Right, that's the plan.
You should false start 8 times before you finally don't false start. Unless you start busting his hand back on one of them false starts, then it gets easier and easier. But just know, he's too big for you to be out here. Can't do it. You can go out here, but it has to start here. Yeah. It can't start here. It just ain't gonna be enough. You don't got enough ass.
I have to be dealing with the guy that knows exactly what I'm gonna do and who said, "Yeah, I have to be just as fast." All right, yeah, cool. I can
I mean,
just.
you have to anticipate and use momentum
Oh
in
yeah,
order to
for sure.
separate and change the connection. You have to do that, and you have to do it early, and then it gets harder and harder not to sit in there as the match goes on. But you got to keep telling yourself, stand up, false start, stand up. Make sure there's some sort of movement. It can't be they say go and neither one of you move. You're not going to win that match. He's too big.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, for sure. The only another thing I have in there for me is the second surge. It's me stopping, giving everything like by the pat and bringing everything back. But also, Pablo is a little.
Yeah, that's easy to do against 180-pound guys. This dude is, you're probably going to break your arm if you do that.
Right, that's another plan too. Right.
Not do that. Yeah, the desperation broke arm heave is out of the repertoire for this weekend.
I didn't know. Did you watch what I did to Devin with that move?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
Devin went pretty far, but yeah, my arm.
Yeah, Devin was never trying to beat you. He was trying to see if he could hold you.
That's another prayer. If for some reason Pablo just stops it there for a second and does not want to beat up
I'm
with me,
telling you, man, stand up, be aggressive, false start. He's probably, if you're super quiet about it, I think that he thinks he's going to kill you, which is a great place for you to be, that he'll let you hit into that thing. But don't hit from here. Get up in here and then find out what's up. But you gotta move.
I'll make sure the next time me and you do this after that match, you're like, man, you look beautiful in that first one.
Yeah, do that, man. And then if you do it, I'm telling you, then you keep doing it.
All right.
That's the only way for you to win. Listen, this is going to be a disheartening fact, right? The rest of the arm wrestling world is going to give you a bunch of credit, right? For sitting back and being sticky, right?
Right.
Don't let that be your ceiling.
Right.
Bust this motherfucking dude's ass. And the way you do it is to aggressively stand the fuck up and hit so hard that you're not in a position to arm wrestle if you don't pin him. Right? Your fucking elbow is 7 foot off the back. Who gives a fuck? Go. And just remember, the taller I am at the start, the more their momentum, because the momentum stops as soon as your face gets even with your hand. There is nothing up there going. So I wish you luck. You'll lose 3-0.
Thank you. All right, the next one after this one is Dustin Hyatt and Roman Gromov.
Good match. I feel like the rising star Dustin gets it done a little more locally, right? He's in that area too, right?
Yeah, he's a Midwestern guy, like from Chicago.
Right, yeah. So I mean, Roman's good. There's no doubt about it, but I will be rooting for the youngster. Yes.
Just to tell you how awesome Lindsay is, we had this conversation and I almost texted her honey. And before I could text anything else, the door opened and the tracksuit was handed to me.
I thought she handed you like a whoopee cushion or something when I saw how it was bundled up. I was like, man, this got hemorrhoids. He needs a set on something.
No. It isn't genetics, but I'm doing my stretches. We good.
Oh man, it's fucking hilarious. Is yesterday I wore my Not Fit shirt.
Oh, okay, that's
so
right.
I just looked underneath, thinking, man, if I had a Not Fit shirt on right now, that would be crazy.
Man, okay,
that would be crazy. Hey,
some of these matches, I think they will be like an undercard, but they're still cool enough, and maybe you know them. So
don't tell me a bunch of amateurs that are pulling super matches and then have me make fun of them because I don't know who they are.
Like that's exactly what we're doing. So we have Stephen Loxton and John Therian.
Oh no. I'm a Steve Logsdon fan now.
That's what I'm telling you. Like they're good matches.
Hey, listen, you want to watch somebody over fucking exceed because of they are not willing to compromise. Watch Steven Logsdon. Steven Logsdon's getting the best of his abilities. And I tell you, as he scabs over and is a 35-year-old grown man, that man's going to be hard to beat. I'm all over that. If Steve Logsdon's pulling, I'm on Steve Logsdon's side.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to now. I will. He is very tough on the referees too. He's one of them cats. Yeah, he's like a magician, right? He's over here fouling and then telling you why he's not the one fouling and someone else is.
Yeah, I haven't seen Steve lately, but everything I hear is like he is good on the strap. He looks good. He kills everybody. Like so. Yeah, I don't know. John been good too, but from hearing what I'm hearing about Steven, I'm like, fuck. I think Steve got it too, but John is my guy as well. So I'm excited.
Steven's coming to win.
All right. Then I'm pretty sure this one got. Oh no, this is happening. Jody Williams, Russ Schrader, left-handed. I think
that's a good one too. But I'm going with Russ Schrader because I don't fuck with Jody Williams. Long time ago, Jody Williams made it sound like I was a problem when he was talking to Leonard Denise in there.
Oh, I remember. Chocolate Thunder done fucked up.
Yes, I'm rooting for anybody that Jody pulls secretly.
All right. Carl Stanley and Sonny Gay.
Who's Carl pulling?
Sonny Gay.
Okay. I'm going with Carl. I think Carl's young. Carl, he gets after it, and I think he'll win.
All right, cool. David Shubish, thank you for $199 super chat. Look like bunch of East supporters with them fits.
Yeah, let's get into that. Let's get into some East versus West.
All right, we have like give me two more matches. It's three.
All right.
Yeah, it's Austin Wade and Bob Brown.
Nice. I got a feeling that Austin Wade wins it. I just hope he's intelligent enough to know that Bob Brown's turned into the Devin Laird Crazy George. Crazy. You're like, don't think because the first one's easy that you don't need to focus. Make sure because only one of them, and then once he starts taking them, once you see Bob start shoulder shrugging, you already know the shit is on. So Austin Wade, don't give anything. Take control of that thing 3-0. And then in the after pool, let Bob show you the position you almost got sucked into.
That's gonna be awesome. I'm thinking about the match like just randomly throughout the day, and I'm like, oh yeah, Austin gonna kill him. And then like 2 hours later, man, Bob fucking gonna pronate the fuck out of Austin. I don't know. It's good.
And it's you gotta be careful about the perceived lopsidedness. So the perceived that Bob is older, right? Weaker, young dude coming in. This ain't gonna be close, and the young dude's coming in strong too, like with a good resume. The problem is if the young dude thinks that because of the way it happened early, that he's not 1 centimeter angle away from being in the fight of his life.
Right. Austin is in that funny spot. Like he can beat me almost probably any other day of the week if he wants to, but he can apply the same shit like against a guy like Bob probably, right? But if he can, he will kill everybody else, right? They're gonna be awesome.
And listen, also too, we could be completely wrong. Bob might hang him up in the first match, and Austin also might be like, come on, bro. I can let this dude start anywhere. You know what I mean? I'm killing it now. Right, so that's the beautiful thing about arm wrestling is no matter who you talk to, they do not know.
Right, exactly. Okay, well, exciting. Now, official sponsor of this podcast. We have, well, he's not the sponsor, but most of it is Mirtali pulling versus our buddy David Gagnabin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You tell me your thoughts first.
Man, I think it'll be good. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Mirtali here was an experience and the world titles. I'm not sure how they pulled just here at Arnold's, but Devin got the fire and the hype, but I think Mirtali has the experience and the power. So I bet you Devin will look as aggressive and as powerful as possible in the first one, and then Mirtali will just keep beating and beating on him.
Well, we just lost our sponsorship, so
man!
My goodness. This is going to be a complete obliteration. This man is, you know how much steroids are packed in that beef jerky? Get out of here.
Oh, so you thinking Devin is 3-0?
3-0, baby. Let's go. Keep that sponsorship money rolling.
I got you. All right, Devin, we're rooting for you. I mean, we're rooting for Devin regardless of the outcome. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing.
Well, I mean, I am. We don't know about you, motherfucker. We don't know where you looking in that tracksuit. You looking more Russian than ever, boy.
Oh, yeah. Ron Bath and Pablo, right-handed.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ron Bath to death, but he has got to be 90, what is he, 94 years old right now? 94 years old, coming off an injury. Yeah, I mean, Pablo's the real deal, man. He about to, yeah. Pablo's going to whack Ron just like he whacks you.
What if I'm putting such hurting on Pablo that does Ron gets a chance?
No.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. No, you're not putting too much of a hurting on him either. Because you're going to stay outside. You're just going to have him push you down like this.
Yeah. Oh, well.
You're going to be too far away.
Dude, this is probably the most impressive super chat text what we got so far. It's $5. Canada treats Travis like Istanbul restaurant treats Coach Ray.